Oh, my thoughts on the market today. It was a pullback day. Uh, Nothing. I don't think anything to be concerned about really. The market's been up how many days in a row, and then we finally had a pullback. Let's just take a look here. If I look at SPY, and I just take a look at the past 10 days. Look at this. How many days? One, two. This was, I think, technically that might have been a down day. Okay. Almost like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We were due for a little pullback. It's like disappointing, but they can't go up forever. You know, so I think the pullback was good. Now, if you look, SPY is up pretty nicely after the bell. It's what, closed at 750. Now it's at 751. I'm trying to figure out why, but it may be. I noticed HP had a really nice jump here. HP reported their earnings after the bell, right? So, um, so they jumped, but then they came right back down, which is not surprising. So, all right, so cool. TikTok is shadow banning you hard. Okay. When you say shadow banning me, are they just not advertising that I'm going live? Is that what the deal is? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Mhm. All right, NAVN. I'm going to just start writing down NAVN. All right, NBIS. I guess what I should do each day is send one of those invites out that I'm going to be live at a certain time on TikTok. All right, SIDU, F as in Frank, as in Ford, plug. I'll write that down. Yes, they are not pushing out you in your algorithm. Yeah, well, screw them. I don't care. All right, I really don't. I don't care if I get any more subscribers or followers. Really. All right. Okay. Yeah, Discord. Yeah, I've been thinking about it more and more. Okay. Plug. Yeah, I got plug written down here. You sold your Intel. Uh, yeah, but Intel didn't have a bad day. All right. I think it was Intel up today. I know it was rising at the end of the day. All right. What did it look like today? Yeah, because I made some money on it because I got in. I noticed that SPY started to move up constantly during the day, and I got back in. I sold a bunch of these this morning when they really started dropping. And then I got back in this afternoon. I didn't make back my losses, but I made back some. All right. AV, SoFi, SOFI, got that written down. RR, yes, okay. Groupon, GRPN. I can see a lot of people subscribing for $10 a month. Yeah, okay. I wasn't even going to make it that expensive. I was going to do like $5 a month. Okay. NVTS. All right. Yeah, I'll take a look. What did I sell? Oh, literally everything that I bought. I bought. I sold. I was down to like two stocks. Not in my retirement account, but in my brokerage account here, where I do all my trading. I think I sold just about everything. And then what I did this afternoon, I should have done this a long time ago, is that I wrote in Thinkorswim, I wrote a scan. If any of you have Thinkorswim, I wrote a scan that pops up into a watch list. Any stock that has gone up by at least 1/10 of a percent for the last 1 minute, 2 minutes, I think 4 minutes, 5 minutes. That's what I did. Yeah. If it's gone up every minute in a row for 5 minutes, it would pop it into a list. And and this is what it came. Now it's not gonna do it right now, but it kept refreshing and it told me everything that was moving up. So during the day, I could find out. I wanted to see when my favorite stocks were starting to move back up, and I didn't want to have to, you know, pop this window up that you see behind me here. So, so all I had to do, it would show me what's moving up. So I'd click on this button. It said, okay, cool. Look at this. All right, this one was moving up during the afternoon. I don't even know what it is. Okay, Granite shares. Oh, Meta. Meta moved up today. Yeah. GM. All right. And this would refresh like every 2 or 3 minutes. Right. So I thought, okay, cool. Enphase. All right. I bought some of that this afternoon. All right. It dropped down. SE. Yeah, that was a C Limited. That was moving up nicely today. All right. So a lot of them like Baidu. And tap, okay, Royal Caribbean, yeah, Royal Caribbean had a blast up today. So I was able to monitor what started moving after that big downfall this morning. That enabled me to get back into a bunch of stocks, all right? So I actually have a bunch, that I bought cheaper than I sold this morning because I see SPY moving up really nicely after hours. We had good news today, in terms of what's going on in Iran and everything else. So I'm thinking this pullback today, I'm hoping it reverse tomorrow, and then a lot of these things will gap up overnight, and that'll be sitting pretty tomorrow morning. All right. So back to your list here. Yeah. Captain Fire, man, Captain Fire is on there. Okay. Yeah. So you did pair together. Okay. So did you do? You can do trading pairs in Thinkorswim. Maybe you did that, right? Trading pairs is pretty interesting. You'll sell once, it will automatically sell one stock and buy another, all right? I did it once about a year ago. I forget what I was doing, all right? IOVA. All right, thank you, okay. All right, so I think we have a good list here. So let's get started. NAVN. Navan Incorporated. Okay. I mean, it was up 3% today, but what does this stock look like? $20 a share. This got nice moves to it. What's the 180-day look like? Yeah, look at this. All right. So it had some earnings here that really, really catapulted it up. So then it met with a lot of resistance, and then a couple of days ago it broke out. All right, so it went sideways, consolidated, moved up real slowly, and then it broke out here from 18 up to 20, and then it's done a little pullback. Went down yesterday, went back up today. It could be a possibility. All right, let's see what Market Surge said about it. Okay. NAVN. What's Market Surge have to say about it? It's got an RS rating of 72, which is not bad. But look at this. This is the daily. This really nice. This is moving up. Do they have any earnings? What do their earnings look like? No, this is a new. So they haven't. I don't see an earnings line for these folks. So it's not bad though, all right? Not at all, okay? And yeah, for some reason, it's the weirdest thing. It just, I lose my, this is a new version of Market Surge, and it's still got a few bugs in it. I'm losing my 50-day line. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that looks good. NBIS. NBIS came back pretty strong this morning after its pullback, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it pulled back, then it came back really nicely today. So NBIS is still, we are still. Make no mistake, we are still in a bull market. All right, it's a very strong market. All right, so and if we take a look at this this was only a minor pullback, very minor. I mean, literally, just look at where we were. Okay, so we had a pullback to a little bit below yesterday's low. Like no big deal. You know, we had this big jump. On news Sunday night. Okay, Monday night, and then this was Monday night at 8 o'clock. Everything got hot. All right, we had a decent day yesterday. Technically, from where we closed, we were definitely up. But today, heck, we were only down just a hair. You know? What were we down today? We weren't down. We were up 82 cents today. It's just that everything pulled back. All right, all the tech stocks pulled back. Right? So I would say there is nothing to worry about. Right? Right. So NBIS had a good day. Right. Let's just set it 2 minutes here. Okay, DXYZ. Okay, so DXYZ had a pretty hard day down yesterday, all right? And then another down day today. So this is, I assume this is this is not an ETF, is it? All right. I don't know what it is, all right? But technically, oh man, this is not a stock I would be interested in looking at the volatility of this thing. I mean, this thing is jumping from what, 44 all the way up to 73, and then in one day it drops here. And that's not, and I don't see any earnings either, all right? So, is it like it must be like a space stock because all I see are mentions of other space stocks. So, Destiny Tech 100 rises after SpaceX IPO rumors. Okay, so, who knows, right? Interesting. What did UFO? I think UFO was up today. That's my space ETF. What did they do today? Yeah, they were actually up today. All right. So 1.85%. That's nice. Okay. All right. So next is RDW Redwire. Okay, Redwire had like an incredible day yesterday. Right? It was up like 20%. Right, and then it was well, technically, yeah, it was up again today. Right, because I had owned it. Right, so yeah, it had huge gap up overnight. Okay, yeah, this was a great day. All right, so I'm still in Redwire. Right, I think I am. Let's make sure. Am I in Redwire? Yes, I am. I've got my shares out there. Okay, good. All right. Ford. Hey, I bought some Ford yesterday. I sold it and took profits this morning. Okay, all right. Yeah, because it gapped up really nice overnight, and then when everything, oh, that's right, it ran up here, and I think I bailed out around here, but yeah, I made some profits on Ford today. Okay, that was nice. Right, I should have stayed in it. It's not too late. Right, not too late to buy some Ford. Yeah, let's see. I didn't make much money off it. Let's go buy some. It's only $16 a share. All right. All right. Is it trading tight? Yeah, about 11 cents apart. All right. Okay. Plug. Yeah, I haven't looked at Plug in a while. What's Plug doing? Wow, nice day today. Yeah, look at that. How long had it been cruising along at, all right. So it was up, then it was down, it was up, then it was down. Okay, then it's up and it's up. So let's go back and just take a look at the big picture on Plug. Yeah, look at this, man. Plug. This is definitely one that I should just get into and hold it. All right. It's cheaper than I want, but I rode this a long time ago when it was like here. There was a woman, I forget what her name was, but she was a guest. She was a guest on IBD Daily that I subscribe to. I listen in each morning, and she talked about Plug a long time ago, and I made some money on it back here. Back in September. I remember it's right after the summer. So this looks really good, right? And what are we looking at here after the close, right? So it had a nice day today. It's still in a power trend, right? We'll give it a shot here. I'll just go small. And it's only a penny apart, okay? Yeah, see what happens. All right. Okay. So SoFi was up just a fraction, all right? If we look at the big picture on SoFi, it's still, way down, right? See, and I'll zoom back out. I'm interested in SoFi, but here's where it has to go. It has to get to $21.99. It needs to get to $22 a share before I'd be interested in it. Because if you see this blue dash line here, it's trading below its 200-day moving average. And typically, once stocks go below their 200-day moving average, you can see, boom, it went below the 200-day moving average here, and what happened to it? Boom, just fell, got further and further away from the 200. All right. Then I think they had some news, and it went back up, and then boom, it fell again. And once it gets below the 200, it has tendency to stay there, and it's still not back there. Okay. All right. No interest in SoFi. All right. Like I say every day, I'm interested in stocks that have a chart that looks like this. Okay. All right. Carpenter Research. I'm in it. It's in my longs, up 1.59% today. All right. Next, AVAV. Man, SPY is still climbing after hours. This is impressive. I wonder what's going on, right? Okay, AVAV. Another one. I think it just looks like it just broke its 200-day moving average. Yeah, so it's run up. All right. It got above its 200-day here, and then it moved up, maintained a nice distance. All right, then it fell today, but this isn't bad fall, SPY was down a lot more extreme than this, and then started moving up, and this one started moving back up. I would say you're almost there. You're skirting with success. I personally would like to see it get above, 182, because let's zoom out. This stock, aside from this peak here, has just been falling for months, since January. It's been falling, right? And it's got a little infusion of buying here in the past couple days, 156 up to 181. So it's definitely got some news, right? All right, announced an additional government investment of $20.2 million. Okay, so that's what's great about this administration. They're investing in private industry. All right, so I don't know exactly what they do. All right, but I don't know if they're tied. Oh, all right, I see military drone, Palantir. All right, so I don't know. Maybe they make drones. All right. They won a 40, okay, oh, okay. They won a 40, back on the 12th, they won $43 million Department of War contract for antenna systems integration. Okay, so they're on their periphery, you know. So this looks good, right? I would just like to, I would like to see them do better here. I would like to see them at least get up to like 190, maybe close to like 195, all right? Then I think you'd have a nice trend, you know, on your hands. Okay. We did plug already. Okay. All right. AR. Antero and Research Corporation. This does not look good at all. Okay. All right. I mean, if it were going sideways, that would be one thing, but literally, since what, April the 1st, this thing has done nothing but go down, right? And it's far below its 200-day moving average. So this stock would have to go way up. I would not touch this stock, right? Groupon, GRPN, right? Listen, Groupon's making a nice recovery here. You know, back on March 16th, it was what? March 15th, $9.17. Now it's 21. All right, let's look at the 20-day chart. I mean, this looks really good. All right, this looks really good. All right. Give me a second. I want to check something here. All right. Let's see. Let's see what MarketSearch has to say about Groupon, because I might take a position in it. Okay, they are forecasting nice earnings this year. Earnings per share, sales up marginally, but man, this is and this is a 65, and it's moving nicely. All right. It got above its 200-day moving average. All right. Accumulation distribution rating of A+. Aha. So funds are apparently buying. All right. Now the number of funds did go down, but this is still good. All right. Oh, all right. Interesting. What's the buy and sell? The buy and sell are only 20 cents apart. All right. $21.50, $21.70, and it was up 3.7% today. All right. Okay. I bought some shares. All right. This looks good. All right. What else did I see on the screen here? Plug, SIDU, we did Redwire, okay. Plug, SoFi, AVAB. Oh yeah, RR, gotta do RR. Yeah, we'll do RR next. We did Groupon, all right, at NVTS. Yeah, that's my next one, NVTS. Good, I see it here. Hey, Frankie, hello. You back from your cruise? Or you still cruising? All right. IOVA, that's on my list right here. Do you know what happened this morning? Yeah, it was just what happened this morning. It was just standard pullback. All right. Stocks don't go. I was on here 3 months ago and told you about Filtronic. It's now up 100%. Okay, Kieran, right? That's great. Right? I'm really happy for you. All right. HOVR. All right. Take a look at that. I'm so glad this video's back. Yes, me too. Okay. All right. And Filtronic, what is Filtronic's ticker? All right. Oh, okay. You see, it's a stock. Um, this is a stock that I just don't buy. Typically, I don't buy stocks under $5 a share. Yeah, but this is good. All right. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that it worked out for you. Okay. With no news whatsoever. Okay. So, hey, on stocks like this where there's no news, you can always go to, I'll just show you on the screen here. StockTwits.com. All right. And what's this ticker here? Let's see what they say here. All right. What is it? FLTCF. FLTCF. All right. So, does it get much activity here? Yeah, people. 12:58 today. All right, there's people out there talking about it. Okay. Yeah, so it really comes in handy. StockTwits. All right. Okay. Um, next to NVTS. All right. Navitas Semiconductor. Probably down today, right? Yep, 9%. No big deal. All right. It's, I would call it normal and customary. It's just, it followed the market. SPY went down, dragged all these tech stocks down with it. SPY started to go back up. Some of the tech stocks recovered, some didn't. It's no big deal. It's just a normal pullback. There's a possibility, we could have more of a pullback tomorrow. All right. Don't assume that tomorrow's going to be a great day. All right. I do like the fact though that SPY is up. SPY is up big time after the close. I mean, look at that. Right? That's pretty impressive. All right. Closed at 750. Now it's like 2 points higher, and it keeps going up. Right. So we closed it. This is nice. Right. IOVA. Right. Let's check it out. Right. FICO. Hey. I day traded FICO today. I got an alert that it had been moving up. Okay. So I think FICO actually had a good day. I was in it for about 10 minutes and made a little bit of money. Okay. IOVA. Give me a second. Let me turn on my ceiling fan in here. It's getting warm. Okay, IOVA. It was up nicely today. Okay. What's it look like past 20 days? It's moving along pretty well. All right, past 180 days. Yeah. Okay. Last half year, I mean, it's been up nicely, and it continues to rise. So, I mean, this looks good. It's above its 200-day moving average. These are the numbers that I care about: 2150 and 200-day moving average, right? Yeah, and it's above all three of them. So I'd say this looks pretty good, right? If you're in it, that's great. You had a nice day too. You had a 6% increase today. All right. All right. Okay. Yes, Solveig, you're quite welcome. All right. That list is constantly like on. I keep it in front of my face here. All right. There it is. Okay. This is how that list did today. All right. Sorted in order. All right. Okay. So, okay. We're going to take a look at SIDU. All right. Am I still holding TY? That name is not familiar. All right. I'll check it. TY. I'll look. It could be in my retirement account. I'll have to check. Okay. All tech, just about all tech stocks were down today, and it dragged the SpaceX stocks, space kind of stocks down with it, right? Except for Rocket Lab. Well, Rocket Lab could have been down because I was out of it and I got back in. No, Rocket Lab was up today. Man, I'm so glad I bought Rocket Lab. I bought the RKLX. I bought a lot of it, and I put it in my retirement account. So that's great. Matrix Agent, BRTX. Dude, big thumbs up. You're my hero today. All right. You should, what should we give you? You get the trophy today. Where's the trophy? Do I have a trophy around here? Here we go. Yeah. You get the Zombie Penguin Award. Okay. Here's my zombie penguin. Okay. Okay. I painted it myself. All right. What was the date? Yeah, that's my initials on the bottom here. You get the Zombie Penguin Award. All right. Okay. Give this guy a round of applause. All right. Matrix Agent. Okay. Cool. Okay. Not TY. Oh, BRCHF. What about it? BRCHF. I don't know. You made $5 today trading BRCHF. I don't know. Did you take like options on it? Because it was down 3.9%. Okay, all right. So, all right. So we did SIDU. Next is RR. RR looked really good today. Look at this, up 2.8%. Nice day yesterday. Yeah, it had a good day. Looked a lot like SPY. Dropped, then went back up, cooled off a little bit. All right, but this is good. And it's trading above all three of its moving averages. You see here, red, white, and blue. Red is 21 day, white is 50 day, blue is 200. All right, and that little white line here, if I zoom in, that's the 10-day moving average. Okay, all right. I like to see how close these stocks stick to their 10-day moving average. All right. Okay. So that looks good. Hover. Are we going to guess here? Is this like a drone maker? All right. New Horizon Aircraft. Okay. Hang on for a second. I have an ice pack around my knee because my right knee started bothering me today when I was playing pickleball this morning. All right. Oh yes, I'm still holding it. I bought 25,000 shares. As a matter of fact, I think tomorrow I'm going to buy another 25,000 and put it over in my Robinhood account. I think I'm going to buy 50,000. All right. Because I'm enthused that it hasn't really gone down. All right. It's just kind of going sideways. Right. All right. We'll see what happens. Risk, reward, and return, they go hand in hand. All right. So Hover was down today, but let's take a look. It was down 7%. How's it done? Oh man, look at this. All right. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. All right. I noticed that ONDS was up nicely today. Finally, huh? Finally. But it's still not to where it needs to be. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me, oh, ONDS it killed it today. All right. So it was down yesterday, it was down today. I don't know. It's a really small stock, at $2.80 a share. This kind of volatility is expected on stocks this cheap, simply because people can go out there and buy, thousands of shares. So, if I were fully invested in a stock like this, I'd own $10,000 worth, which would give me, 3,000 shares, and they can, moves like that, buying and selling those kind of quantities really move these small stocks around big time. Okay, so I would hang in there with it. Okay, but the only warning here is that it did fall below its 200-day moving average. It was above it yesterday. It fell below it today. So I'd be cautious. All right. DRAM. DRAM was down today, because I owned it. Okay. But it made a comeback. Oh, that's right. It was up just a hair. I sold it and I bought back in because it made a nice comeback. No, that's right. I'm out of it right now. That's right. No, I have 10 shares of it. That's right. All right. And I lost a little bit of money on it. All right. So, yeah, I've been cautious with this one. All right. So I am holding it overnight. We'll see where it goes. All right. T1. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. I did look at it today. All right. FICO. Yeah, FICO. I believe FICO was up today, right? Fair Isaac. And it needs to be. Finally, it's up. Okay, so it's been sneaking up. Right. This looks nice. Right. It was 11.50. Now it's 12.85. Right. So it was up $18 a share today. So let's see if we have a trend going on here. All right. Let's just go out. Yeah, we do. All right. We do. Maybe I'll buy some of this in my retirement account. A couple of shares there. Maybe 8 or 10 shares. Yeah, this looks nice. What does Market Surge have to say about it? Okay, they've got really good numbers for next year. Look at this increase. All right, 44% for 2026, 26%. Sales up 28%, up 15%. It's still really weak. It's still below its 200-day moving average. All right. Yeah, it still only has an RS rating, but it's got a accumulation distribution rating of B plus. In its group, it's rated number 1, but I don't know how many other stocks are in its group. Who are its competitors? All right, these are its competitors. All right, CURR, NYAX, NTWK. All right, only one that is 2 that are close in terms of strengths. These are the competitors here. They've got RS ratings of 92 and 91. CURR. What's CURR look like? That's daily, or that's weekly. Oh, CURR is, no, that's not impressive. All right. NYAX, what's this? Ooh, this is not a bad looking chart here. That's weekly. Okay. And it's got an RS rating of 91. NYAX Limited develops tools and software. Oh, this, I don't know. This is so much different than FICO, though. I don't even know why they would rate it the same, right? Because FICO is really in a class by itself. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, this looks good. I might buy some of this in my retirement account, okay? Even though it's only got an RS rating of 28, I do like the way it's moving right now. Okay, and it has good numbers for next year. All right, and this looks good too. See this earnings line? This earnings line is moving up. All right, so that's really good. All right, it bothers me that FICO moved down while the earnings line is moving up, but at least it's moving back up. This is weekly, so it's been up the last 2 weeks in a row, and the stochastics show it on a path for another up week. What does the daily look like? Let's look at the stochastics there. Stochastics are a little bit flat there, which is okay. That's okay. How about the 60-minute? Let's do 10-minute first. Past X number of days, yeah, moving up. Yeah, this looks promising. All right. Yeah, even the 30-minute stochastic looks good. Yeah, this looks good. I like this. Okay. FICO. All right. Write it down. Fidelity. Gonna write it down. This could be a nice. This could be a nice long term. You know. Okay. All right. Let's get this off the screen here. We had T1. Let's look at the list here. What else have I got on the list here? BRTX. Yeah, we'll do BRTX. Intu. Hey, Intu's been doing pretty well. I made some money off Intu. DRAM, yeah, just hold DRAM. HRB. Toast. There is a stock called TOST. All right, we'll take a look at it. IONQ. I would say, we'll get to that. Coherent. Yeah, I have Coherent. I'm holding it long. We'll do it. Okay, MU. I made money on MU today. All right, Mom. It didn't have the blow-away day that it's had in the past, but okay. We're going to do HRB for you. Okay, it's on my list. We're going to do T1 first. All right, that's the energy company. Or no, TE. It's actually TE. Right. T1 Energy. And look at this. Nice. It was up 5% today. Yep. And yeah, this looks good. All right. I'm sitting on some shares. I should buy a lot more shares. I'm sitting on like 5 shares right now. I just grabbed it at the end of the day because it was down a little bit from its peak. All right. Is it trading really tight? Yeah, it's 4 cents apart between the bid and the ask. So give me a second here. Oh man, I made a mistake at the end of the day, and I was so lucky. AIP. I went to go buy like 50 shares of AIP, trading around $37 a share, and I made a mistake. Instead of buying 50, I bought 500. And I looked, and I'm thinking like, wait a minute, where'd all my cash go? I bought 500 shares. Thank God it only went down a few cents. So I sold the bid, and I think I lost like $25 or $30. It could have been so much worse. Could have been so much worse. All right, BRTX. Bought 500 shares. How much? I did it. It was I had to move so quickly. 500 times 37. Yeah, I bought $18,500 worth. I didn't mean to buy that much. All right, so BRTX. This guy has been dead, but it looks like he's coming back from the grave. 14 cents. Now it's up to 41 cents. All right, and let's do the 20-day chart. Hey, look at this. They were way down here, and then they moved from what, 20 cents up to 25 cents, and then they jumped today. So they were all the way up to 68. And just like these, stocks that are this cheap, it gave most of it back and fell back to 40. All right. So why? What happened here? Okay. All right. Here's the news. All right. Chaos Capital announced that it had acquired 4.9% of the issued and outstanding common shares of BioRestorative Therapies. Okay, how about that? That was at 7:47 this morning, all right? And then it took a while at 7:47. So let's see how quickly people move. One day. I guess we're going to have to do 2 days here. At 7:47 this morning. So, there you go. Man, people were on it, okay? It jumped, then it backed off, and then the market opened and it ran up. So a lot of people bought it here at what, like 37 cents, and they made out pretty nicely, right? And this is like the perfect example of how quickly stocks can fall. So it went from 68 cents, right? This is a 3-minute chart. Let's just go to 1 minute. So in 2 minutes, it went from 68 to 61. Not bad. Then it hovered a little bit. And this is what happens with these penny stocks, all right? When they go sideways, they dump. This went sideways, and boom, it dumps, all right? Sideways again, started just dumping. Dumping, 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 dumping. This is what happens with these really low-price stocks, all right? Both NVIDIA and Google are aggravating. Listen, just take a deep breath, okay? Do a mantra, do that hum thing, sit cross-legged, open your hands up, rest the back of your hands on your knees, sit up nice and straight, close your eyes, it will all be fine, okay? We'll talk about NVIDIA and Google, okay? So, here's the deal with both of them. I own both of them long, all right? I do keep a couple shares here in my brokerage account, but I have them over in my Fidelity account, which is like my 401k kind of account. And I'm just buy them, and you sit there, and they're going to go up, all right? They're going to go up, all right? So Intuit. Didn't Intuit have a nice day yesterday? And what did it do today? It was up again today. All right, this is nice. All right, and let's just do 5-day. Oh no, it was. Am I looking at the same one? Yeah, Intuit. I chose the wrong chart. Hang on here. 2 days. There we go. Oh, that's right. Intuit was down today, and then it gapped up. Right? So it was actually up. So it was up, then it was down. That's right. This stock is like all over the place. Yeah, that's right. They had barely bad earnings. And I think I told people just to stay clear of it, all right? Let it recover on its own. Let it get back up to like 330, 340, 350, all right? Because, earnings killed it, all right? So it's just not going to do anything. It's going to have to recover on its own, right? And that could take a month, could take 2 months, right? If I go back and I look at its history for 1 year, these earnings must have been really bad, okay? All right. So here you go. Here's like an example. Look at this. Earnings. It dropped. It never did recover back to where it was, okay? Then they cruised along. They had some earnings, moved up, and then it kind of fell by the wayside. People People are always distracted by the shiny object in the corner, you know, and when the stock is going down, it's not the shiny object in the corner any longer. So then they had earnings, they popped up a little bit, and then boom, they had earnings again, boom, fell. All right, I wouldn't touch this. All right, just look elsewhere. You know, put an alert out there. You know, like if it gets above like 554, you know, gets above its 200-day moving average, you know, maybe get back in. All right. Will you be holding Hover long term or short? Okay, Hover, HOVR. Did I buy Hover? I don't know. Did I go out and buy it? I don't. Maybe I did. No, I'm not. Oh, maybe you're asking somebody else here. Okay, not me. Right. I'm not holding Cover. Right. It's too volatile for me. It's all over the place. Okay. Right. The only space-related stock I have right now is Rocket Lab. Okay. All right. HRB. Oh, H&R Block. Yeah, you know, this popped up on one of my lists today. Or was it something else? No, I didn't trade this today. Maybe it was this guy that popped up today. Yeah, yeah, Block. Okay. Yeah. This thing popped up as a nice riser. Okay. Well, back to your HRB. All right. I knew I saw Block somewhere today. Okay. This is on a nice recovery. All right. Yeah, you can see it was down, came back up. It's been going sideways, which is okay. Okay. At stock for like $38 share, this, you know, something like this, I would expect this to potentially break out. All right. It is just a hair above its moving averages. All right. So let's let's consult the experts. They're probably going to say this stock is weak. Otherwise, I would know about it already. Yeah, it's got an RS rating of 47. This stock is really going nowhere. I wouldn't touch it. It's below its 200-day moving average. No, this would not interest me. All right. They did have earnings here, and then they jumped up, but they need to get up, you know, close to at least over like $43, $44 share. Okay, and I mean they've got like 11. These numbers are not exciting at all. 4% sales increase. That doesn't excite me. 11%, that's okay, but it's not great. They've had years. Look at this. This is like a slow, pokey kind of stock. All right, 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%, 4% sales growth. Okay, it's not a growth stock. It just isn't. All right. Okay, here's a growth stock. All right, look at 41% sales increase, 19% sales increase, 2024, 316%. Okay, and it's big. All right, they got 9% sales increase, 10% sales increase, but you know, they manufacture specialty metals just for the defense industry, so they're always kind of hot. Yeah, they're a little bit volatile, but look at their weekly chart. All right, they keep growing. You know, they just keep going up year after year, month after month. Look at it. All right, this is very impressive, and it's just nonstop. All right, they have little consolidation periods, then they jump. All right, so all right, HRB IONQ. Somebody's asking, should they stay in IONQ or get out? Well, IONQ is, you know, it's related to, you know, the compute. So I mean, look at it here. They had this jump the other day because it was announced they got $100 million. But what's important though is that they really didn't give it back. All right, they were down a little bit today, but they were up. Right. So let's just take a look at the big picture here. All right. No, I would not get out of it. I think it looks good. All right. I think it looks real good. Let's just take a look at the 1 year chart. All right. Yeah, they all these stocks had their peak and then they fell off, but this one's coming back real nice. All right. Um, who are its competitors? There's IONQ. Give me a second here. I'll find them. Who are its competitors in quantum computing? Well, this is not a good list of quantum computing stocks. Right? I forget who the other ones are, but this looks good. I wouldn't get out of this. Right? It's trading. Look at it's trading well above its 200-day moving average. And if you look at the 20-day chart, I mean, let's just zoom out a little bit. This is nice. Okay, this is nice. Right? Yeah, I would stay in it. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, Coherent. Coherent. Then I'm going to show you an example of a stock that I was really tempted to get out of, and I just made up my mind I'm staying in it. Okay, Coherent. I own Coherent. I'm in it. I'm in it long. I'm in it. I like it. It's just gone. It's moving sideways right now. It has been for the past couple of days. Had a dip. But you notice, like this dip, it came back almost to where it was. It was only down 0.3% today. All right. So here's a stock that I bought last week, and I just bought it at the worst time. My fault. I was dumb. All right. I shouldn't have bought it when I did, but I did. Okay. So here's Halliburton. And it's just dropped down for like 3 days in a row. So I'm thinking this morning, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. I'm tired of losing money. Okay. But I didn't sell it. Okay. And why didn't I sell it? Okay. I'm going to show you why I didn't sell it. 1 year, 1 day. All right. Look what it does. It goes up and then it pulls back. It goes up and it pulls back. It goes up and it pulls back. Now, I am watching it very closely. All right. It closed today at 39.60. All right. It had a previous low here in this dip of 38.67. All right. So if it goes below this, all right, I will probably bail out. If it gets to like 38, if it gets down here, I'll probably bail. But it has a tendency of going up and down and then up and down, and then up, You've got a triangle in here, like an inverse triangle. You got another inverse triangle here. You've got an inverse triangle. All right. So I'm just watching to make sure it doesn't break this previous low. So I'm hoping tomorrow that I wake up to a small gap up or at least break even. All right. So yeah, it's disappointing. I shouldn't have bought it at this point. The problem is I wasn't looking closely at. I didn't zoom out far enough to notice that where it's going is the wrong thing. All right. So hey, we all make mistakes. So Coherence is looking good. Micron. I traded Micron today. All right. It was up very nicely. It just keeps on going up. All right. and it shocked me. I did get out, and then I bought back in. Right, once it started to move back up. Right, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, this was just a pullback, but Micron was lucky because it was so strong. All right. Uh, oh, MOM, MOM. I haven't seen this stock in a long time. No one's asked about. I don't know that anyone's ever asked about MOM. I don't know what MOM is. All right, it's not a stock that I have access to. It must be a foreign stock. All right. All right. All right. Let's go back and look at your list here. See what we've got going on. Oh yeah, IO&Q competitors, QBTS and Rigetti. Yeah. All right. Him's director bought. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that they had done that. Okay. Nvidia, Google, Snow. I think Snow was up today, wasn't it? Okay. Google looked like it was going to take off, came back down. Yeah. Yeah. Well, how long have you been holding hover? Okay. IO&Q competitors, Snow. All right. So let's talk about Snow, and then we'll do Nvidia and Google. Okay. All right. Hey, here's what I'm going to try tomorrow. I'm not going to do like the simulcast. I'm going to go back to not sharing my screen, and I will do a session just not sharing the screen using TikTok Live, and we'll see what kind of participation we get. Okay, because there's no new followers today. All right. Then we'll see what happens. All right. Let's do Snow, and then we'll wrap up with Nvidia and Google. Okay. Snowflake. Okay. Wow. Look at this. After the bell, boom, big gap up. They jumped from 173 up to 236. So if you were holding Snowflake, you made some money. Right? How nice. Right? So they must have had really good earnings. Right? Zoom in. And they're still accelerating. Right? Yeah, 174 all the way up to 232. This is impressive. Maybe that's helping out SPY. Okay. I thought at first it was HP, but it was probably Snowflake. All right. Amazon strikes $6 billion deal with Snowflake at 25 after 4, and they had earnings at the same time. All right. MongoDB, darn it, I traded some MongoDB today and I didn't hang on to it. Snowflake is a huge winner, right? Yeah, look at this. This is great, all right? Maybe this will be a nice jump start for the market tomorrow. Great deal, all right? Hey, awesome. All right. Okay. Earnings per share, they had 39 cents and they beat their 32 estimate. They had 1.39 billion in sales, and the estimate was 1.32 billion. All right, so it was a beat. Okay, all right, all right, and they had all this other great news after that. So, like the triple whammy. Right, awesome. That is great. Okay, yeah, I still own Shopify. Okay, yeah, I still own it. I put it over in my retirement account. I haven't even looked at it. What's it been doing? It was up a little bit today. Yeah, it's worked out okay. All right. This is where we jumped in. All right. So it's moved up nicely since then. Okay. All right. Because I think we bought it like right after the bell here. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Nvidia. Let's do Nvidia, and then Google, and we'll wrap it up. Okay. So let's do Google first. yeah, it was kind of frustrating. Google was frustrating today, right? Yeah, you can see it was 408. Then, you know, we don't need that. Then it dropped. It was down here at like 382. Today it ramped up really nicely and then gave it all back today. Um, Technically, it was only down 1/10 of 1%. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just moved up all the way to 393 from where it opened at like 386, and then it just did this weird stuff, right? And then it's dropped. It was looking strong after the bell, and then it's dropped a little bit, right? I wouldn't get frustrated with it. The fact is, it'll be back up at $400 a share. Give it another week or two, you know. Uh, yeah, the sad part is that. Yeah, actually, my gal was up just a 17.17%. It was up. Gal was up just a little bit today. Right. So, and Chippy was up really strong this morning. Then it faded this afternoon. But I mean, overall, Chippy from where I bought it, I'm up 20%, and Gal, I'm up 20% also. So I can't complain, and that's excluding any dividends that I've got. Okay. Okay. All right. So that was that, and then Nvidia. Yeah, let's take a look at Nvidia. Hey, I saw that Meta was up today. I saw Meta had a good day, up 3%. Yeah, because I bought it in the afternoon. Right. I noticed it had jumped. It had popped up on my little list of stocks that were taking off. Okay, so all right, back to Nvidia. All right, so Nvidia was down like 1% today. This no big deal. Just go back and take a look at what it's done. All right, all right. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's fallen from 241, but you can't count Nvidia out. That's the deal. All right. I mean, it's the people that when I listen to um, the IDB live session and they talk about Nvidia, people people say there's a couple of people in there that say Nvidia is the kind of stock that if you don't have it in your fund, you could get fired over it because it's one that could just break out like at any time. All right, all right. Let's see. Do I think Palantir will move soon? I don't know. I don't know. I'm holding it. It was down 2% today, um, and I've been holding it for like a week, and it's only down 0.2%. So, um, do I think it will move soon? Well, let's define soon. Okay, seriously. Um, I have a good idea. Let's just do this. All right. Before I do the others. All right. I'm going to pull the market surge screen over. Okay. And let's look at Palantir there. All right. Because it'll make much more sense. Everybody knows Palantir should be a lot more. Okay. All right. So if I look at Palantir, all right, it has just been sliding down, sliding down, sliding down. It's hasn't got down to this 128. Where did I buy it? I bought it at 133.17. All right, and now it's at wait a minute. No, I bought it at 133.38. So let's just do this. How long ago did I buy it? 133.38. So I probably bought it somewhere, around the 18th, right? 133.38. It was in here somewhere, right? One of these 2 days. Could have been this day, right? and then it moved up a little bit, and it's moved down. So, like, here's the deal. The way I see it, right, it's just, it's, if it goes down any further, it's probably just going to bounce off this, right? Probably this 125, 126 number. I don't know. You know, I don't know how long it can continue to go sideways. All right. Really, I'm just trying to figure it out. All right. Yeah, I just don't know. Right. Right now, it's below all of its moving averages. And look at this. This is the crazy part. This is the earnings line. Right. The earnings are going up, and the stock price is going down. Right. So it's called a divergence, right? I mean, let's let's do this, all right? So I was asking about some stocks today here. Okay. All right. All right. We'll just ask the direct question. All right. Okay. This should be fun. Has been in a pullback. Well, tell me something I don't know. All right. Short-term trend is negative week. Falling channel, strong sell signals on moving averages. Many analysts expect choppiness on further digestion. A break above 146 volume could spark a bounce. Right? Well, we know that. Okay. Q2 earnings, continued commercial wins, broad growth names. It could take weeks to a few months for a meaningful sustained rise. All right. So that's basically it. There is no good answer. All right. The 12 months consensus is 190 to 193. All right. All right. Don't expect an immediate sharp rise in the next 1 to 4 weeks unless we get a technical breakout or positive macro shift. All right. A more sustainable uptrend is 2 to 6 months. All right. So I have mine. It's sitting here. I don't have much. I only bought like $2,000 worth, 16 shares. I'm going to sit here and watch it. All right. And if it breaks out, I think it will surprise us, and then it will take off. Right. So that's all I can tell you. All right. Back to your questions here. Jeff, can you advise how to manage retirement account for a beginner? Yeah, why is IBM down over a year? Okay, when other tech stocks are significantly up. They got bad news. They got bad news, all right? They got hurt. They got hurt by Anthropic, all right? When Anthropic said that, hey, we've got an AI agent that can convert COBOL programs, and you don't need companies like IBM to convert your COBOL programs to Python or C or .NET and stuff like that. And they've never recovered from it. All right. Okay. Hey, listen, all tech stocks got hammered today. Wolf was one of them. I was watching Wolf very carefully. All right. I tried to day trade it today. I think I lost money on it. I'm pretty sure I did. All right. Yeah. What happened on Wolf today? I don't know. I made $10 on it. Okay. All right. But look at Wolf was up 6.2%. That what happened to Wolf today? It was up, man. It was great. All right. So the answer is Solveig. I don't think it will move soon. I think it's just going to continue to go sideways. Right? Can you advise on how to manage a retirement account for a beginner? Yeah, I can. I would go to I would get on. I'll find you the link. All right. Um, well, first of all, uh, uh, antiquity. How old are you? Okay. Are you getting? Are you going to retire in the next like 3 to 6 years? Yes or no? Okay. Or are you like 20 years out from retirement? All right. That would be one thing. All right. RKLB. I'm 45. All right. So you're like 15, 20 years from retirement. All right. I'll tell you what I would do right now is that here I'm going to share my screen. All right. And this is being recorded. It's going to be over on X. All right. So there's a bunch of really good videos out here. Okay. Um, and I can make some recommendations. This guy's good. Okay. This guy, the professor. Okay. Um, this guy, don't don't look at this guy. Okay. It's an AI bot. Uh, this guy, look at his videos. All right. The professor. All right. Uh, some of these are good. Doug the retirement guy. Oh yeah, this guy's good. Okay, I like this guy. Right? He's got good stuff. This guy has a lot of great videos, and he will tell you about great ETFs that are producing like 12 to 14, 15% a year that go up in value, like SCHD and QQQI, etc. So, but technically I would stay away from mutual funds because the market's been so volatile. And the sad part about a mutual fund is that, man, if like a market goes down, you're stuck with that mutual fund. You can't trade it during the day. You can only trade it at the end of the day, and the damage has already been done. Okay, so take a look at this guy. He goes he goes by the professor, right? Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. He's good. Uh, Doug the retirement guy, he's pretty good too. Who else? This is yeah, Investing Simplified. Professor G, he's good. He's good. Who else is good? Uh, this guy's good too. All right, Simply Money. He has a really nice spreadsheet. He charges 25 bucks for it, where you can plug in your ETFs and your dividends, and it'll do all the forecasting for you. I actually bought it yesterday. I haven't had a chance to use it, but he's good too. I like this guy. He's very straightforward. All right, Simply Money. All right, Professor G. He's good. I don't know this guy. There's Professor G again. I don't know this guy either, but I like Professor G and I like this guy. Simply Money. Good videos, right? Very informative, right? So that's what I would do if I were you at your age, right? If you have control over your retirement account, right? Otherwise, you're stuck. Many 401k retirement accounts, force you into buying mutual funds, right? And if you want to know the best mutual funds, I can tell you. You can send me an email because I used to use them, and my wife has got her money in mutual funds, right? So I had to pick the best for her. Right. Let's go back to the questions. Rocket Lab. All right. Yeah, man. Rocket Lab is on fire, and you could potentially do what I do. Um, I like Rocket Lab. It's great. I bought RKLX. That's the Rocket Lab 2X. So whatever Rocket Lab does. So RKLB did 4.91% today. RKLX should have done twice that. It's never exactly twice, but it's close, right? So RKLX was 9.8% today. So I did really well, right? I have it in my retirement account, right? So let's see here. I think we've, oh yeah, AMTM. We'll do Marvel, all right? AMTM, VVX. Don't know what that is. Sounds like a Vanguard fund, all right? Trading days. You missed. You missed me dancing naked in front of the camera. No. Somebody said they made like 8K today on one stock, so I said they got the Zombie Penguin Award for the day. This is my zombie penguin that I painted when my wife talked me into going to some arts thing one night where we all had to paint something, and people were painting their penguins to be really nice, but I painted my penguin to have like black eyes with red in them, and he has hair on his head, right? And he has a peace sign on his back. Isn't that really cute? Yeah, okay. So that's my zombie penguin, all right? All right. I have to keep it in my office. It's not allowed to be displayed in the house, okay? Okay, so Marvel. Marvel was down today, but you know, all tech stocks were down. Right? No big deal. Right? Yeah, it was down 4.5%. You know, it exhibited the standard behavior like every other tech stock. You know, I could plug in 20 other tech stocks and they would all show the same behavior. Okay, no big deal. All right, worry about it. AMTM. I don't know what AMTM is. Amentum Holdings Incorporated something. All right, 23. It was up a hair today. And it looks like it had a jump a couple of days ago. So let's zoom out and see what's going on with this. 1 year. Oh, painful. So literally, it hasn't done anything in a year. As a matter of fact, it's gone down. Right? It started out a year ago at, what was it here? Looks like 25.70, and now it's at 23.11, and it's paid some paltry dividend along the way. Okay, so yeah, that really sucks. All right, pardon my French. Give me a second here. We're gonna get the skinny on it. All right. All right, let's just, I'll shove it in here since these are stocks that I'm watching for recoveries. Okay, AMTM. And let's change the format. So over the past year, in 1 month, okay, so it's up 8% in 1 year, all right? And it has no real dividend to mention. I'd be out of this so fast it would make your head spin. Right? Okay. Seriously. I mean, let's just let's pick something. You know, let's pick something good that you could get it. Like, show me, first of all, show me something that was up today. That's going to be hard to find. But show me an ETF that was up today. All right? That is major. That's good. Okay, here you go. JEPQ. Good ETF. All right? It pays a 10% dividend. In 1 month, it was up 2.9%. Last 3 months, 4.7%. 6 months, 4%. Year to date, 4.5. 1 year, okay, 15.5%. And on top of that, it has a 10% dividend. So JEPQ will give you made 25% on your money last year instead of this other thing. JEPQ. SPY-D is also good, all right? It has a 4% dividend. It was up 12% this year. So you'd be looking at 16%, all right? I like this also. Degro, Wisdom Tree. It only has a small dividend yield, 1.1%, but it was up 19% for the year, right? Really nice. Okay. Now you could go more aggressive. All right. Let's just forget Gal and Chippy. OMAH, there's a lot of talk about that, but I don't like it. T-Spy, look at T-Spy, 13% yield, okay? And for the year, it was up 10.7%. And it's year to date, it's been flat year to date, right? It's only been up 1.8%. So let's pick something else. All right, QQQI, here we go. Everybody likes QQQI. 13.5% dividend, all right? Up 12.8% for the year, all right? Up year to date, up 5%. This is not bad, all right? This is good, all right? I mean, you're looking at, if you had it over last year, 12% up, 13% dividend, 25%, all right? Nice, okay? So there's a lot of great ETFs out there, right? And those are just a few, right? Then of course you could go with Gal or Chippy. I wouldn't buy Chippy right now because it's really high. Gal is my favorite, all right? Gal pays 31% dividend. Year to date, it's up 9.7%, right? And it's based on the price of SPY, and SPY is down a little bit right now. So Gal is a good buy. If you want it pays a weekly dividend. If you own it by the end of the day on Friday, they declare the dividend on Monday and you get paid on Tuesday, all right? I have a lot of shares of GOOW. To be exact, I have 2,414 shares. So each week I make on the order of anywhere between like $1,200 and $1,600 in dividends, right? Based on 2,400 shares, which is a lot. It's like $150,000, $200,000 worth, okay? But, you know, it pays well, right? And it's not going down in value. There's no NAV erosion. So, all right, I think that was it, right? Oh, yeah, VVX, last one. VVX, oh, let's just, let's do it this way. I don't want to clutter up my scans. VVX, V2X Incorporated. Okay, this is a good looking stock, right? I don't know what they do, but it's climbing very nicely, right? Let's just zoom out. Let's just do the last 20 days. And check this out, all right? Okay, got me interested. Let's try it. Let's check it out here. Plug it in here. All right. VVX. What is VVX? Or V2X. Oh, it's an aerospace stock. Okay, aerospace defense. Nice. For the year, it's up 63%. Year to date, it's up 41%. This is nice. Oh, look at these dividends. Ooh, nice. This is a stair stepper. It consolidates for a while, then it goes up. Consolidates, goes up. It's just coming out of a consolidation phase. Ooh, I'm buying this. Okay. RS rating of 81. It's pretty nice. Could be better, right? Yeah, this looks really good, right? It's been volatile lately. It was up, then it's down, now it's climbing back up again. It's in its pivot zone. So let's see if it can break out. The goal here is to break 78.36. That is the goal, right? So I'm going to go back here on this chart, and I am just going to put in an alert. I want to see it break 78.36. That's its previous high. If it does that, then it's off to the races. All right. Okay. I'm not going to buy it yet. I'm going to wait to see what it does. Okay. All right. Listen, that's good for me. That wraps it up for today. All right. Where were we here? All right. And you take money out from Gal or add shares. Well, me personally, um, I haven't been buying additional shares. I take the dividends as cash, and then I'm putting those cash into bonds right now. All right. So, uh, hey, Snowflake. I don't know if you saw what happened, but it exploded after earnings. It's up. All right, big time. Okay. All right. Oh, hey, here's Cosa Nostra. He's a good supporter. Let's see here. You wanna check out now? Oh, it's a 3x. Okay. Oh, it's a 3x bull? All right, okay. So, what's it based on? Numbers in surplus bull. All right. What the heck is it doing here? It's one of the rare 3Xs. If you're not familiar with 3X, it does 3 times whatever the underlying stock does. Oh no, man. This is scary territory. I wouldn't touch this. All right. No, no, it's just too scary. No, too much to lose here. All right. Do you think it's worth holding or taking profits on Snow? Well, let's go take a look at Snow. And this is not advice. This is typically what I do. All right. Listen, it's been a long time since Snow, you know, had this kind of jackpot. But if you look at it, Snow was down to 118, and it has been moving up for the past X number of days. Right? Let's just zoom out here. Darn. Give me a second here. Okay. So if you notice, Snow has been moving up really nicely. Okay. Now, if Snow hadn't been moving up nicely, I would look at it differently. But it's been on a recovery path. So what I would do is, if this were my stock right now, and I were worried about it falling, right, which I think is somewhat mitigated, right, because here's the deal, is that there's like extenuating circumstances here. It just wasn't the fact that they beat earnings really nicely. It's that they announced a $6 billion deal. Amazon announced a $6 billion deal with Snowflake. Okay, all right. So earnings are one thing, but a $6 billion deal, with Snowflake is another. So here's what you could potentially do, right? You could put a trailing stop on the stock, right? Let's say it's at 239, and you don't want to lose your profits. You could potentially say, hey, I'm going to put a trailing stop of, let's say it's 239. Let's say minus, what's 5%? 239 times 0.05. That's $11. That's a lot. Let's say make it 2.5%. 239 times 0.025. All right. 2.5% stop. It's minus $6. So you put a trailing stop of minus 6, and you don't sell all your shares. You sell, like, I don't know, 70% of your shares. So you still have 30% of your shares. And if it drops, you've got your profit, number one, and you can always buy back in. all right? Let's say it drops, let's say tomorrow it drops down to like 210. Well, you haven't lost much of your profits, all right? And then you can always buy back in if it starts to move back up. Because my motto is like, I'll sell something. I can always buy back in. If it's falling hard, I can sell it. I can buy back in, you know? So, you know, I think it can go to 250. And, hey, this thing could go to 300. You don't know, man. It's a crazy market we live in, all right? So a trailing stop will protect you, number one. Number two, you can only put like a fraction of your shares out there, maybe it's like 70%, 80% of your shares. So you reap a big profit, all right? And if they go up, you're still not selling. You're going to ride your wave up, you know? And the nice part about the trailing stop is the trailing stop follows the upward path. So let's say you put like a $6 trailing stop. If this goes to 250, then your trailing stop is going to be 244. If it goes to 300, your trailing stop is going to be 294. You know, so you're only going to give up some of your profits, all right? A small percentage, right? So that's why I love about trailing stops. Okay, so hey, listen, good luck. Okay, good luck. God bless you for owning snow. All right. I wish I had the foresight to have bought in, but today I just got bamboozled by a lot of stocks. But hey, I was only down like 1/4% today, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, a lot of people were way down. All right, so. Right. Listen, I think we had a good session. Tomorrow, I'm not going to do the screen sharing thing. I'm going to go back to the other one, just the live session on via TikTok Live, and we'll see what kind of turnout we get. All right. So, because we have 0 new followers, and I'm not sure how many people were actually on the session today. It doesn't look like a lot, maybe 20, 25. And there have been days where we had like 75 or 100. Okay. All right. So, all right. Listen, that'll be it for today. Zach, everyone else, have a great evening. All right. And let's have a great